Welcome everyone. My name is Dr. Elena Michaels and I'm going to do a tarot reading, angel card reading, and guided meditation for you. It is October 6th, 2021, and if you want to see the entire one, then go ahead and go to my YouTube channel, which is Dr. Elena's Guided Meditation, and click on the subscribe button, which you will see below on YouTube. Okay, so I'll look forward to seeing you there, but for right now, here we go. So this has been Mercury Retrograde. Have you all been enjoying Mercury Retrograde? It's been challenging, right? Every day someone is telling me about some snafu in communications. My spectrum went out, my internet went out, mine did. Missed communications, missed phone calls, appointments that were supposed to happen that didn't happen, people that were supposed to meet each other that didn't meet each other. It's just been crazy. And it's going to be over, I believe, October 18th, so things should start going direct and be very clear at that time. But Mercury retrograde is a great time to process. It's a great time to go through things, kind of look at what's going on in your life, take stock of what's going on in your life, and to make any fine-tuning adjustments or adjust anything that you need to, okay? And I've been doing a lot of that during this Mercury retrograde, doing a lot of that. And it's been really good. I've been very energized and it's been good to do it. It's not been a slow time. It's been a lot, getting a lot of stuff done and doing a lot of processing and moving through the processing rather quickly too, I must admit. So if it's been like that for you, let me know either through private messages or comments below. But Mercury retrograde is an interesting time. And so on October 18th, it's going to go direct, and that should be great. So just look at your life and see if there's been some of that, miscommunication thing going on, or arrangements that were made that had to be broken, or commitments that you made that you were going to do that then you couldn't do, or that the other person couldn't do. This is happening with my music friends. This is happening with my patients, with my clients, with my friends. It's every day I hear more and more about it. So let's see what the cards have to say, and we will begin, okay? So I'm going to choose from my tarot deck, this guy right here, and we'll see what comes up. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the cards on the camera here. Okay. Oh, I forgot my music, so let me turn that on. There we go. Have a little bit of mood music here. Actually, I can't even find it. Where'd it go? I had it all set up. Here it is. You know what? I'm not going to do the music. I don't want to take the time to figure it out right now. So we're not going to have any music this time, okay? Just the sound of my fan, and my door is open, so any chimes that we'll hear, and I'm sure my cat will chime in on a few occasions, as she usually does. All right, so here we go. Shuffling the cards. Give us some guidance, some direction, some clarification, some explanation, and some guidance. We are divinely protected by beautiful, healing, white light. And no negative energy can enter into the sphere of any of us as we are watching or listening to this audio, no matter when we watch or listen to it, okay? So I'm gonna cut it once, cut it twice, and cut it 3 times. And the card on the top is, oh, okay, a Knight of Swords. Oh gosh. I do kind of laugh sometimes when these cards show up because it just kind of blows my mind. All right, let's talk about the Knight of Swords. This could be a young man galloping forward here, and Swords are words, okay? Swords are also fire. This is someone with a lot of energy. This could be you. This could be you moving towards something, ready to roll. Look at that. You're like ready to go. The horse is galloping, the sword is raised. It's like, here I come, and I'm ready. And this feels like moving into the next chapter is what it feels like. Okay? So think about your life. Are you moving into the next chapter of your life right now? I think so. Let's talk about this guy. Look at this horse. This horse is like flying through the air. See that? You know, I did a wedding on Saturday night. I officiated at a wedding at the Inn of the Seventh Ray, which is such a beautiful venue. And I was so aware of them starting the next chapter of their lives. And there are a lot of people right now that I'm in touch with and that, you know, working through my work and my clients and my patients. It feels like so many people are in that place of moving into what the next chapter is going to be, whether they're selling their home or they're trying to figure out where to move, or relationships. It's kind of like the beginning of the next chapter. And that's what this card is. It's a pictorial demonstration of flying through the air and moving into the next chapter in a fiery way. That means with a lot of velocity, not in a negative way, but in a committed way. Calm, but committed. Now let's talk about this guy just a little more here. He's wearing red. Well, I'm wearing red today too, right? So he's wearing red, and red is grounding. Red is, see how underneath his armor there's some red? And red is on the horse's reins too. Red is a very grounding root chakra color. So although this energy is moving forward in this way with, you know, a lot of velocity, it's in a grounded way. It's in a rooted way. So it's moving forward, but it's got kind of a calmness about it, a comfortability around it, and a groundedness about it. So think about that, and we're going to move into another card and see what comes up. Okay, let's move this out of the way since we're not going to have any music. This is life. This is just me in my living room here, so it's not an MGM grand production. So it's just kind of the way it is. It's not real slick. All right, I'm going to go back to the tarot cards again and choose another card, okay? And let's see. Give us a little more clarification here on what we just saw. That's what I'd like to see. Clarification, substantiation. Let's see, cut the cards once. Oh, I'll cut them again. Okay, cut them again, and here we go. Okay. Okay. This is a pentacle, another knight, okay? All right, the knight can be a person. The knight can be that kind of energy, which is kind of youthful but mature masculine energy. And anyone can have this energy, regardless of how you represent whatever gender you identify with, you know, whatever. It's kind of like, the knight is older than the page. The page is very, very young, youthful, like a child or a teenager. The knight is more mature, but not as mature as the king. And the knight energy is, you know when a man is like in his 40s, he's kind of like, that's where he's going to go out and make it in the world. That's where he's going to make his fortune, you know? He's got to really put that drive on there. And that's kind of knight energy, the knight energy. It's kind of that drive to go forward right here toward whatever it is that that person wants. Whatever it is that you want. This is about you, okay? But here's another knight. This is the Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles is earth. Look how much red is in there. He's grounded. This horse is standing still, okay? And this person is focused on, the pentacles are money and they're the earth trip, okay? This person is calmly focused on what they want. They're standing still. They don't have to rush. They're using their mental focus. So when you want something, remember, it's not just that impulsive blah out there in the world kind of rushing. It's use your head and let your mental faculties kind of work to vibrationally bring it to you. Okay? That's what this card is about. The confidence to focus mentally and trust that it's going to happen. Excuse me. Speaking of it's going to happen, this is what happens to me too. When I do this, I start yawning, I start clearing my throat, my eyes start watering, just because I'm getting ready to download the information and the throat clearing. It's been happening more and more. It didn't used to happen initially when I first started doing this, but now it happens all the time. So we're going to move forward here and see what's next. I'm going to go into, this is the first card deck I just picked up, the Archangel Oracle card, okay? Let's see what's in here. Once again, we are asking for the angels to give us guidance, substantiation, clarification, validation, more information. Again, surrounded by white light. Okay, cut once, cut twice, cut 3 times. And let's see which archangel shows up. This one, spiritual understanding. Okay, didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say that use your mind, use your mental faculties to bring into your life what you want? It's not just about rushing all over the place in a very yang way. It's like go in, go yin. Go in, go yin, and use your mental faculties. Okay, and see it and feel it, what you want, what you desire in your life, and trust and know that it will come. I've said this before. When you put a letter in the mailbox, are you obsessing about, oh my God, will it get there? And oh, will they receive it? And what if it doesn't get there? And I hope it gets there. And is there, the mail going to get even picked up? You put it in the mailbox and you know it's going to get mailed. You just know, okay? That's this. You just know, okay? All right, let's read this. This is a beautiful card. This angel card right here, spiritual understanding. See that? Okay, this is Archangel Raziel. Look at this guy. Look what he's holding. He's actually holding the flower of life. That's a pendant that I wear a lot. Those of you who know me see me wear it almost all the time. Sometimes I don't wear it though, but I usually wear it. Archangel Raziel, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Look at this card. See that guy? Look at that dove. Is that beautiful? Gosh, that is really beautiful. I'm going to share something with you right now. Okay? This is a personal thing that happened to me the other day. I was sitting on the couch right here with my wonderful cat. She was purring. I was petting her, and I was on the phone with a colleague. It was very peaceful in the house. Nobody here but us. All of a sudden, she gets up from her calm, purring state. Her ears perk up, and she walks over to the steps, and she sits at the bottom of the stairs over there, and she looks up at the top of the stairs. Okay? There's no one up there, all right? I'm in the house alone, okay? And I look up there. I said to her, what are you looking at up there? And as I looked up, I saw a shadow that was very large, and it looked exactly like that. It was the head and a person with their arms out and long sleeves, like that. I didn't realize that till I just now saw this, but that's what I saw up there. I saw Archangel Raziel up there. I know this sounds crazy. Those of you who know me know I'm very grounded. But that's what I saw. And it didn't really click to me. I knew it was some kind of angelic being, and it was a very strong shadow. I even took a picture of it and sent it to my colleague. I was on the phone with her. But it was that same position, right there, with the arms up and the fabric hanging down. Wow, that's pretty intense. When I saw this just now, I felt like I had to share that with you. Keep your eyes and ears open, people. I'm telling you, the signs are everywhere. Just like he says. He says, esoteric information and symbols. I'm bringing you esoteric information and symbols. Okay, I'm going to read about it. Spiritual understanding. Here we go. Spiritual understanding. Your spiritual understanding is rising to another level as you open up to new ways of looking at life. Keep an open mind and let go of limited thinking and illusions. Pay attention to signs. Information that comes to you 3 times or more. Notice geometric shapes and symbols in your physical and psychic vision. Know that your increased awareness may shift your relationships and career goals. I'll guide you through these changes so your life mirrors your inner experiences. That's what this card is too. Using your mental capacity so that you are able to see on the physical plane. Have your physical plane mirror your inner experiences. Working with Archangel Raziel, the clearing throat thing. There we go. As the wizard and alchemist of the Archangel realm, Raziel helps us understand ideas that defy normal logic. He expands. I'm so sorry. It's just stuff just happens. When the brainwaves start to go down, it's probably happening to you too. You might be yawning, your eyes might be watering. He expands and challenges everyday thinking in ways that ultimately have healing effects. If you hunger for deep spiritual understanding, ask Raziel to enter your dreams. You'll soul travel with him to classrooms where he'll help you uncover truths and secrets. Upon awakening, you may not fully remember or understand Raziel's teachings, yet this knowledge is permanently embedded in your subconscious, where it guides you every day. I was talking to someone this morning, and they were asking me about something, and I said, I just take directions. My guidance gives me directions about what to do, where to go, who to see, who to call. Work on yourself so that you can start hearing those things more and more clearly, because they will guide you. They will definitely guide you. All right, moving right along, we're going to go to another deck here. I think I'm going to go to Daily Guidance from the Angels, okay? I was going to go to the Indigos, but this is the next one I picked up, so. We're going to go here, okay? All right. Oh, there's a card sticking out. I think I should just take it. That one right there. Opportunity to forgive. Okay. Opportunity to forgive. This came up last week, and it came up the week before. This is about forgiving yourself for holding on to negativity. I'll read it to you. It might mean something different this week. Who knows? We'll see. This situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. And that is part of Mercury Retrograde also. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies, and lift you to a higher plane of peace and compassion. Came up last week, came up the week before. Forgiveness time, people. This is forgiveness time. This is about forgiving yourself. I'm going to read to you about it. The angels sent you this card because they see that you've grown weary of recurring negative patterns in your life. To break this cycle, it's important for you to release old toxic thoughts about the current situation and relationship. You can do this by breathing deeply and on each exhalation, giving your fears, worries, anger, and other painful emotions to the angels. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you are condoning the other person's behavior. It just means that you're unwilling to carry toxic feelings and thoughts about him or her. Release, be free, and experience positive patterns through forgiveness. Here are additional meanings for this card. Avoid blaming yourself or others. As you release anger, a creative resolution to this situation will appear. There are hidden blessings in this relationship and situation. Focus upon desires instead of fears or judgments. Focus on desires instead of fears or judgments. Okay? I'm going to pull one more card from Healing with the Angels. I didn't pull an indigo card this time. Just going to do this one right here. This is the deck that is just one word. And I kind of like this one because it's just one final word that just kind of ties the whole thing up with a bow, pulls it all together. This is unscripted, people. You know, I never know what's going to turn up. I never know what I'm going to say. The cards just kind of guide me, so I know where we should go in our guided meditation and what should happen. Let's get a little more substantiation and one final word. And we're going to cut the cards just once. And here we go. Divine guidance. Woohoo! Isn't that what I was talking about? I'm telling you, that's what I was talking about. Wow, that's what this card said. Remember this card? This card said, I'm bringing you esoteric information and symbols, helping you to understand spiritual truths, giving you guidance. And then we get divine guidance. You just can't write this stuff. All right, divine guidance. Let's read about that. Trust and follow your intuition. It is God and the angels speaking to you. Do you know I have a thing about feathers. When I see a feather, it's kind of pointing the way to me. When, I like to walk. So I was walking last night, and I was walking the night before, and I was walking the night before that. And when I walk, I see a feather. It's just like placed there. It's not, it just looks like somebody just laid it right down. And it's in perfect condition, and it's immaculate. And I posted some of the pictures of those feathers. Excuse me. And it's a sign to me. It's a sign to me that I'm going in the right direction. It's like the feathers pointing. It's a sign to me that I'm going in the right direction. And it's a sign to me that I'm not alone. And then also there's, someone who has been to my meditation classes, and she sees feathers too. And she always sends me pictures of the feathers. So Lisa, if you're watching this, you know that I'm talking about you. I really appreciate that. And her feathers, they, strangely enough, look like the same feather that I see. It's like somebody took the feather from me and placed it in front of her. Or someone took the feather from her and placed it in front of me. It's the same feather. It's crazy. Anyway, the feather has always been a sign for me. Okay, you are being divinely guided right now. The gut feelings you have, the knowingness, the visions, or the inner voice are all trying to tell you something. And it is very important that you trust and follow this guidance. If you drew more than one card, pay close attention to the cards that are on either side of divine guidance. Well, here they are. Opportunity to forgive and spiritual understanding. Those are the cards that were on either side of divine guidance. They contain important instructions for you. These nearby cards feature facets of the message that the angels seek to impress upon you. So let's think about that. Opportunity to forgive. The angels are trying to impress upon us to forgive ourselves from carrying negativity, okay? Spiritual understanding. Archangel Raziel is trying to tell us, look at this gorgeous thing here. He's trying to tell us to be on the lookout for esoteric symbols and esoteric information. And that means guidance, okay? That's it, folks. That's it. It's time for the guided meditation now. Focus on your divine guidance, people. Because it's there for you. It's there for you, okay? I'll look at the clock here so I know when to tell us to begin. Some of you like to watch this or listen to this again just to watch the guided meditation part after you've heard the card part. But I'm going to tell you something. The cards are an important piece of this because the cards start to tap into your subconscious mind, and the cards start to take you down into different brainwave lengths so that when it's time to go into the guided meditation, you are ready to go deep. So, here we go. 28. And now we're going to start the guided meditation. So make yourself comfortable. I suggest you lie down. Keep your back straight. And if you're lying down, it's a good idea to keep your feet planted firmly on the surface upon which you're lying and your knees up in the air. Make sure your neck is supported. And know that you can change your position at any time. And so we begin. Any sounds that you become aware of that you recognize as everyday normal sounds do not disturb you. Instead, they allow you to focus even more on your own experience. Notice your breath. With each and every breath, you bring in an inhalation of relaxation. And with each and every breath, you exhale any worries, concerns, frustrations, disappointments. You let go and you forgive yourself for holding on to any negativity. You forgive yourself for holding on to any negative thoughts or feelings about others. This is not to forgive them for their actions, merely to release for you so that you don't have to carry any of that with you. Separating yourself from that person or that situation that caused you to have the negative feelings and emotions, or the situation where you had the negative feelings or emotions because you chose to for some unconscious reason. No one can make you feel anything. We all choose to feel the way we feel, or we go on automatic pilot and feel the way we feel. Not because we chose it, but because we're on overwhelm and overload and we're going on automatic pilot and we're reacting from that place of being negative. Water seeks the path of least resistance. When we are overwhelmed and go on automatic pilot, we react instead of respond. And we react the way we've reacted in the past because it's a neural pathway that's well worn. That's why it's important to take time every day to decompress, to do some kind of inward meditation, mindfulness, breathing, listening to one of the audios on this channel, listening to this one again, whatever resonates for you. It's important to be able to take that time so that you are not reacting from an automatic pilot place. Instead, you are responding from a present place, a place of presence. You're responding in the moment. When we react to something from an automatic pilot place, it's not just that situation we're reacting to. It's got a lot of pixels, a lot of juice, because it's connected to a lot of other situations similar to that have happened to us in our lifetime. So the goal is to be present in the moment. The goal is to react, to respond instead of react, from a place of presence in the moment. So with each breath, you are becoming more and more present. With each breath, you are releasing more and more of any overwhelm that could have you reacting from an automatic pilot place. And with each breath, you become more and more in charge, more and more a master instead of a victim of circumstances. And this happens throughout the rest of the guided meditation. The body begins to relax even more. Even though the mind may be thinking, even though you may have thoughts, they just pass by like fluffy white cumulus clouds in a beautiful blue sky. They just pass by. You just let the thoughts go by. If you should happen to get tangled up in one of them, just focus on your breath. Your breath is your anchor. Your breath always brings you back. Back to the present, back to the moment. You're always breathing, so just notice, are you breathing in or breathing out? If you're breathing in, you're bringing in calm relaxation. If you're breathing out, you're breathing out anything interfering with that. This happens automatically. You don't even have to consciously think about it. That's it. I'm going to count from 5 down to 0. Each count will allow you to relax even more and let go even more. Easily and gently. You may feel yourself yawning. You may be clearing your throat. You may be coughing. Your eyes may be watering. You may be feeling those little involuntary muscle movements underneath your eyelids. You may feel a dryness around your lips. You may feel like you want to swallow, and that's fine. Those are all symbols and symptoms of your mind going deeper and deeper. Your mind relaxing more and more. Your mind letting go more and more. With each count, feel yourself releasing more, letting go more, leaving the everyday world behind. On the count of 5, feeling more comfortable. The relaxing sensation starting at the top of your head, moving down over your face, down over the back of your head, down around your jaw, releasing your jaw, releasing your jaw. Any tension that you might be holding in your jaw. Feel the relaxation move down through your neck, the front of your neck, the back of your neck, down through your shoulders, down through your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms, your hands, your fingers. See if you can feel a tingling sensation of the relaxation as it comes out the tips of your fingers. That's it. You can feel it. Coming down on the count of 3, down through your torso. All the organs in your torso, relaxing and letting go. Easily, gently, comfortably. All of the organs in your torso, normalizing. Letting go even more as you come down to 2. As the thighs release and let go. And the knees release and let go. Coming all the way down to 1. The calves, let go. The ankles, the feet. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 down to 0. And when I do, you'll feel yourself going even deeper and deeper and deeper into a very comfortable and relaxed place. Beginning now to get ready to go deeper as you drift from 1 down to 0. Going deeper and deeper, letting go more and more, and going even deeper still. That's it. It feels so good to just let go. Safely, comfortably, naturally. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Feeling more and more relaxed now. The mind more and more open to positive suggestions that are aligned with your belief systems. More and more open to positive suggestions that are aligned with your perspective. More and more open to planting the seeds of positive suggestions and thoughts that will enhance your life, bringing you more peace, happiness, success, and clarity. You may feel yourself ready to move forward, full steam ahead. It's time. It's time. But you're doing it in a very grounded way. You're using your mind power. You're using your mind to regulate your thoughts. Using your mind to think about and see and imagine what you want and desire, what is good for you and those around you. Whatever actions you take are actions that are beneficial for not just you, but others as well. So that the situation becomes a better situation. Whether it's a relationship, work, family. Using your mind, your very powerful mind, so that you become more and more comfortable with that higher part of you being your best friend. Sometimes that means just being still. Being still. Listening. Being still. Centering. Sometimes it doesn't even look like there's any action that you're taking, but you're being still, and that in itself is action that is moving you toward your goal, toward your goals. For now is the time for more and more spiritual understanding. More and more spiritual truth. More and more symbols being presented to you. Look for them. Notice them. They are signposts letting you know you're on the right track. You are not alone. Everything is going just the way it should be. And all is well. This is an opportunity now to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for holding on to negativity. Forgive yourself for speaking, acting, or behaving in ways that are less than your ideal self. Forgive yourself. Remember, divine guidance is always available to you. Listen for directions. Listen for your guidance. If you can't get the guidance and you don't know which direction to go, stay still and centered until that direction becomes clear to you. And when it does, the waters will part and the path will be clear, and it will happen easily, almost magically, swiftly and comfortably. The doors will open, just like that. And going even deeper still. Letting yourself go even more. Drifting, floating. Allowing your mind to make the adjustments that it needs to. This happens in an unconscious, subconscious way. You don't have to figure out anything. Just trust that the higher self within you is tinkering in your brain, fine-tuning and making adjustments for you, so that your perception is slightly different, so that your perception is slightly altered, so that when you are in your everyday life, things seem just a little more clear, a little better, a little brighter, a little more comfortable. Allowing you to be aware of the magic in life and the connections and how timing is so very important. Not to push things, but to allow divine guidance and divine timing be at play. The magic is everywhere. Look for it. Have that little cosmic laugh, that joke with you and the universe when you hear it, when you see it, when you get those signs. Whether it's God talking to you, the angels talking to you. Allow yourself to have fun with it. Have a sense of humor about it. Let it be a joke between you and the angels, you and the universe, you and God, where they give you the symbols and you smile and say, I get it. I get it. Thank you for letting me know you're there. Thank you for letting me know I'm not alone. Thank you for letting me know I'm getting guidance. And drifting deeper. Any sounds you become aware of that you recognize as everyday normal sounds do not disturb you. Instead, they allow you to go even deeper, relax even more. The next chapter of your life has begun. Stay centered and grounded as you move forward. Stay connected and in touch with your spiritual life. The signs, the symbols, the guidance has been coming to you and will continue to come to you in stronger and more undeniable ways. Forgive yourself for behaving less than your ideal version of yourself, so that you can leave that all behind and move forward. Always be aware of divine guidance. It's always there. Listen for it. Look for it. Use it as your navigation system. I am honored that you have spent this time with me. It has been my great pleasure to spend this time with you. I wish you many, many blessings. And until we meet again, namaste.